I love food, sometimes a little too much. I'm a big eater, I can definitely take down a lot of food. My diet has definitely changed a lot from when I was a kid. Growing up and playing football, I basically just ate everything in sight.
Have you ever wondered what makes a sports prodigy? Well, you're in for a treat as we dive into 10 things you didn't know about Ben Shelton, the rising tennis sensation. But here's a fun trivia to begin with. Who was the youngest player in ATP Challenger Tour history to win 3 titles in 3 weeks? Keep watching to find out. And as always, if this video serves up some tennis joy, follow that like button and backhand a subscribe for more ace-worthy tennis content like this. Beginnings matter, especially when you're Ben Shelton, setting the tone for your day with the first meal. What's on the menu, you ask? In his own words, for me, it's definitely eggs, bacon, some potatoes, water, and sometimes orange juice. It's more than a hearty breakfast. It's a calculated fuel stop, protein-rich and hydrating, priming him for the grueling day ahead on the tennis court. But interestingly, Ben skips this meal on non-training days, affirming, "When I wake up, I'm not normally hungry. It's more like a fuel meal than like an I need to eat meal." So, while we ordinary folks are still trying to decide between waffles or toast, Ben's morning routine proves that the road to ATP starts with bacon and eggs, a dash of discipline, and a sprinkle of self-awareness. But let's be real, it probably doesn't hurt that his breakfast sounds absolutely delicious too, huh? Fueling a tennis star doesn't stop at breakfast, and for Ben, lunch takes center court with the same winning strategy. So, what does a pro like Ben favour when the clock strikes noon? When I'm home, that's typically rice, chicken, and a vegetable, usually drinking water. I'm pretty simple. Sounds like your average lunch, right? But wait, there's more. When he's on the road, flexibility enters the game. He's been known to tuck into player dining offerings, going with the flow and enjoying what's on the menu. "I'll kind of eat anything that they have in the player dining area," he admits. But even within this variety, he has his favourites: pasta with chicken, sandwiches. These staples make frequent appearances on his plate. Now, here's a delicious little tidbit. Ben holds the Australian tournament food in high regard. He says, "The tournament so far this year that I've been to that's had the best food is definitely Australia. I really enjoy the food there. It seems that the taste of victory comes with a side of exceptional Aussie cuisine," and he adds a humorous twist. "Food tastes better when you're winning too. So remember, next time you're in Australia, savour the food. Who knows, it might just be your winning meal." When it comes to dinner time, the world becomes Ben Shelton's oyster. In his own words, "I'm not too picky. I'll eat anything." It's all about good company and a good meal. But among the vast menu of global cuisines, 2 nations emerge as his culinary champions: Japan and Italy. "I like to be able to sit down and hang out a little bit," he shares, giving us a glimpse into his preference for relaxed dinner settings. Within this leisurely pace, his taste buds make a journey from the flavoursome sushi rolls of Japan to the hearty pasta of Italy. "I like Japanese food a lot. Also, any Italian place with a good pasta gets the job done," he admits. Imagine Ben in a quiet restaurant trading the day's tennis racket for a pair of chopsticks or a fork, savouring his meal with the same grace and focus he exhibits on court. So, whether it's a spicy tuna roll or a comforting bowl of fettuccine alfredo, it's clear that Ben serves an ace with his dinner choices too. As they say, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, or in Ben Shelton's case, the tennis ball doesn't bounce far from the court. You see, our champ didn't just wake up one day swinging his racket like a pro. Tennis runs deep in his veins, a family legacy if you will. Now, where did it all start? Let's take a short journey back in time. Enter Brian Shelton, Ben's father. Not just your regular tennis enthusiast, but a full-fledged professional player who later traded his player hat for a coaching one at the prestigious Florida Gators. That's some hefty tennis credibility right there, but it doesn't stop with his father. Let's shift the spotlight to his mother, Lisa Whitskern Shelton. Before she took on the noble role of a tennis mum, she made her mark as a top junior player, exhibiting promise and prowess on the court in her own right. And wait, there's more. His uncle, Todd Whitskern, also made a career wielding a tennis racket professionally. And did we mention his sister, Emma? She too followed by the family's tennis tradition, showcasing her skills on the court during her time at Florida. So far, we have learned some interesting facts about Ben Shelton, but stay with us. Number 10 will surprise you. We all have our aha moments, and for Ben, it arrived at the age of 12. Ben was once a devoted American football player. His diet strategy back then? Eat everything in sight. Yes, you heard it here, folks. He was all about bulking up. But despite his initial love for American football, the tennis court was his true calling, and he swapped his helmet for a racket. Who would have thought that his football fueling strategy would serve him so well in his tennis future? Cheeky. In a plot twist worthy of a Hollywood movie, when Ben was 16, he contemplated playing ITF junior tournaments abroad, but his father said, "Why fly overseas when you aren't the best at home?" It seems his father's words of wisdom set him on the right path, staying grounded while training, literally and metaphorically. Talking about grounding, it might surprise you to know that Ben wanted to complete his finance degree. Yes, he's got brains to match his backhand. However, after an impressive run at the 2022 Cincinnati Masters, he decided to turn professional and switch to online education. That's what we call a smart server. Ben has caught the eye of several big brands, which led to sponsorships.
Yeah. You're back.
As of March 2023, he's repping On for clothing and shoes and Yonex for rackets. Now we know the secret behind his smashing fashion sense. Now let's talk about his playing style. His serve is the real showstopper, averaging at 126 miles per hour, a speed that would earn you a hefty ticket on the freeway. Ben's equally powerful on both forehand and backhand and loves to approach the net, showcasing his hand skills. He confessed his love for overhead shots and plans to develop his serve and volley game even further. Prize money in tennis can tell us a lot about a player's journey, and for Ben, the numbers speak volumes. His winnings have surged to a grand total of $873,002. Yes, you heard that right, almost a cool million in prize money. It's clear that Ben's smashing forehands are smashing the bank as well. Could this be a prediction of more Grand Slams and even grander winnings in the future? Only time will tell, but we wouldn't bet against it. There you have it, 10 things you might not have known about the tennis sensation Ben Shelton. From a football-loving kid to a record-breaking tennis prodigy, his journey is as remarkable as his gameplay. But before we wrap up, remember the trivia question at the beginning? Here comes the answer. Ben Shelton is the youngest player in ATP Challenger Tour history to win 3 titles in 3 weeks. But wait, there's more. He's also the youngest American in the top 250. If you got the answer right, congratulations. You truly are a tennis trivia master. And that, my friends, is game, set and match for this episode of Glam Slam Tennis. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss a moment of the action and what we have in store. Until next time, stay fabulous and ace those serves.